BHD Army. I'm excited, alright, because one of my favorite series on the internet is Cry Reads, alright? I was listening to this dude before I even started making videos, alright? He's one of the OGs of the YouTubes, alright? And one thing that he did better than anything else, at least in my opinion, was make creepypastas. Now, he didn't make them, but he like damn near fucking made them, dude. He would go and find a story and narrate it so fucking well. Like, this dude is like, you know what I mean? He's like that homeless nigga with the golden voice. Except it's not golden, it's low, raspy, creepy and shit. This motherfucker adds special effects. I swear to God, I wish this dude would do a creepypasta channel, but he's more likely got a lot of other shit on his plate. With that being said, man, let me know if you guys want me to start listening to Cry Reads, because it's been years since I've listened to a Cry Reads, and the thing is, he puts them out on like twice a year and shit, you know, because he has a lot of other shit he does. And so if you're waiting, you go and you check for like 3 months straight, and then like a year later you'll remember and go back, and then there'll be a new one. You know, like I'm like that. You know what I mean? I'll check religiously, but if there's no shit in like 4 or 5 months, I just forget for like a year and a half, and then go back and like, oh shit, there's 2 more, and watch them. So I have not checked this one out yet, but I've listened to maybe about at least 5 or 10 of his other ones back in the day, and they used to scare the fuck out of me because he put so much attention to detail into them. They're so well done. My favorite one I listened to, I think, was the one about the little kid's sister being dragged downstairs and dying, and the other one was the one where the guy was carving his eyeball out. It was so fucking gruesome. But yeah, if you guys want to listen to the original video, the link will be in the description down below. It leads to Cry Attic. I hope I didn't fuck that up. I probably did. But yeah, dude's got a playlist. He's got about 44 other creepypasta he's made. Make sure to go check them shits out. Well, Lego, you know what I meant.
How do you kill a monster? Ben, what are you doing in there? I glanced up at the door briefly where my wife stood on the other side. I'll just be another minute. There was no point answering a question. She knew what I was doing, I'm sure. And she didn't like it. But she just didn't understand. Because she wanted me to move on. My eyes then slid back down to my phone, where they stayed glued to the screen for another 4 minutes.
You know what? I'm not like, it's really crazy, but I'm gonna bring y'all in my head a little bit, right? Now, I'm a YouTuber, right? I'm a YouTuber, successful YouTuber. For some reason, the biggest thing, the number one thing you never want to become when you're a YouTuber yourself is someone's fan. I don't know why. It's like looked down upon if you know, like someone's work too much, because you meet them in real life, it's always going to be weird as fuck, because they'll see you as just a weirdo who, you know what I mean, like, it's really freaking weird. A lot of you guys understand what I'm talking about, you know what I mean, but like, it's really funny because I really enjoy this dude's shit. It's grossly apparent how much better this dude's creepypastas is than everyone else's, like the way he does them and shit, but you don't want to really come out and say, oh man, dude, God, this is the best thing. Let's just say I hope dude goes see this video, you know, because if he does, if I ever see dude in real life, man, hey man, I'm your biggest fan. She's gonna be like, oh Lord, not another one. Duh! Oh God, he's gonna kill me and wear my skin.
I'd scoured the internet for months looking for the rest of the trial, but all I could find was a 6-minute segment that had been televised by a current affair. I'd seen the video so many times and I knew every detail of every second. And yet still I watched, because I still needed an answer. The camera was currently focused on the jury. They were all leaning forward and concentrating on the testimony of the forensic expert. The camera then slid over to the witness stand, where Dr. Fellmore talked about the decomposition of Andrew's body and the state it had been in when a dog walker had discovered it the previous May. Fellmore then walked over to the overhead projector, tapped a stack of slides on the table to straighten them, and then peeled off the top and placed it onto the projector. A graphic photo of Andrew's naked body appeared on the screen and the entire courtroom gasped. A current affair had blurred out the photos, but I remembered what was on them. And they were right to be horrified. Hearing an expert drone in a monotone manner about the graphic abuse of a 5-year-old was much different than seeing its effects firsthand. The doctor explained the slides without emotion, pointing out the countless abrasions, bruises, and open fractures. He spoke about the ultimate manner of death, strangulation.
Damn!
And showed the court how the handprints on Andrew's neck matched perfectly with the defendant's.
Damn!
Then he turned the projector off and began to speak about the presumed time of death. The camera then pulled back at this point to show my family, just quietly crying in their seats. And then finally, it panned over to the defendant's table. The boy sitting beside his lawyer looked downright bored. He flipped a pencil back and forth between his fingers and sighed loudly every few seconds. This was the monster I wanted to kill. He seemed to feel the camera was on him now because he suddenly turned, looked straight at the camera, and just gave this smug, intelligent little smile, as if he wasn't afraid of the consequences, as if he believed it had all been worth it. Well, in the end, he was right. The boy had been sentenced to be incarcerated until his majority, and then another 7 years after that. But it was nothing. It was less than nothing. I looked over at the straight razor I had begged my wife to get me for my birthday. How do you kill a monster? This was the answer. It would be so easy. But could I bring myself to do it? My little brother deserved vengeance, even if it came 16 years later. Andrew had suffered horrors no human should endure. Days of it. I looked back down at the tiny screen and watched the last few seconds of the video. The boy suddenly sat up in rapt attention as some of the makeshift torture devices he'd created were brought out and placed upon a table near the jury. My family was escorted from the courtroom, and a current affair had cut the video off there. But it didn't matter. I remember what happened next. The detective had held up each one of the devices for the jury to examine, and I'd rocked back and forth in my seat, giddy with pride at my creations. Ben, are you coming to bed? But I was contemplating a much more important question. The only one that mattered. In truth, I knew how to kill a monster. I glanced over at the sharp blade on the counter. That part was easy. But the problem was a bit more complex than that. Because how do you kill a monster when it's inside of you?
What the fuck? Damn it! He is fucking good at that. He always picks the stories that have that fucking surprise twist. Like the M. Night Shyamalan shit, you know what I mean? Left field. I did not see that coming. Damn it, that's wild. How the fuck? He got out of jail? I'm legit confused. I'm gonna be thinking about this shit for a long ass fucking time, yo. But yeah, man, Cry Reads is hands down my favorite creepy pasta scary storyteller ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the sound effects, the way he narrates, his voice acting, the way he does this shit is just perfect. Fucking perfect. But that being said, if you guys want to go watch some of his other stories, the link is in the description down below. It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and you're welcome. Or Twisms, whichever one comes first. Fuck it. I ain't even talked that much in this video, and that's not like me. God, this shit was fucking captivating.